Hello, my name is Samuel Heinrichsen, and I was an intern in the Australia Scutes area in the summer of 2023, and this is my capstone video. Before I get started, I would like to thank the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, my keepers, keepers assistants, junior zookeepers, and volunteers that I worked alongside with who helped me learn and become the best version of myself. What I did during the summer largely revolved around husbandry and enrichment tasks for all the different animals in the Australia area. These animals include, but are not limited to, ornate box turtles, leopard geckos, chuckwallas, uromastyx, tokay geckos, crested geckos, gray-banded kingsnakes, Burmese pythons, European glass lizards, blue-tongued skinks, a Hoffman's two-toed sloth, wallabies, Mashie's tree kangaroo, American alligators, and many, many more. Some of my daily tasks involved cleaning the glass fixtures around the Scutes family gallery, Tristan's enclosure, and outside the alligators' enclosures. I also prepared salad dishes, misted the geckos, glass lizards, beauty snakes, and Mimi, our mandarin rat snake's enclosures. I recorded enclosure temperatures, both upstairs and downstairs, pulling old Repashy dishes, cleaning and refilling water bowls, and spot cleaning. Other daily tasks included, but are not limited to, feeding the emus, Damien and Dora, and cleaning out the emu barn, while refilling the outdoor food and water bowls for the peafowl. I also swapped any reptiles on their assigned dates, soaked Littlefoot, our Argentine red tegu, and Kelly, our blue tree monitor daily. I also cleaned out the budgie breeder enclosures and fed out crickets, roaches, or mealworms to their specific recipients. I learned a plethora of valuable information while in the Australia Scutes area, especially with enrichment and guest interactions and their importance to the quality of life for these animals. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo mission statement, and I quote, "A leader in conservation, captive breeding, and animal care, the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo connects people with wildlife and wild places through experiences that inspire action," is a great message to not only the public, but for those who wish to work alongside the zoo. After reading the mission statement and working firsthand around these animals, I gained a unique perspective on the importance of habitat preservation and the impact of human expansion and industrialization on reptile species across the globe. Learning more about what each animal needs to survive helped me develop a stronger sense of responsibility and desire to look for methods of resolving the conflicts between wildlife and humanity. My favorite parts of interning at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo were working hands-on with all the different kinds of snakes in the Scutes family gallery, as they're my all-time favorite animal group. Some of my favorite snakes to work with are Suey, our western hognose snake, who I took a selfie with on the right, Zoot and Sweetums, our gray-banded king snakes, here on the left, as they're always fun to work with because they're so calm and chill to handle and work with. Tommy and Sally, our American alligators, were always fun to work with, whether it be watching the keepers feeding them or giving a speech during our gator feeding demonstrations to the guests. Another fun activity was picking out the enrichment for Tristan and watching him have a blast, especially with the jingle ball. The enrichment chosen for Tristan always had to be nearly indestructible. Another cool activity was taking Smuckers, our leopard gecko, out to the vacation space, as it reminded me of the time when I had a pet leopard gecko myself named Rex. It was great to be able to work with and care for Smuckers, as it brought back good childhood memories of a pet who was so cool to have and care for. Some memorable moments that I had during my summer here was when I took Suey out to the vacation space and had a very large stream of guests coming by to say hi and ask all sorts of questions about her. It was always fun telling guests about how she was a rear-fang venomous snake, which is a really cool and unique adaptation. Suey was an incredibly interesting animal to work with and inspired me to try and improve the public's image of snakes by encouraging more and more people to come visit the great snakes we have on display so we can help educate our guests on their importance and great impact on the environment around them. Another memorable moment I had during the summer was working with Littlefoot and getting the opportunity to work with such a large lizard. Littlefoot was a big sweetheart and was almost like a puppy with scales and claws. A moment I will also remember for years and years to come was getting the ability to help move Shiva and Mr. Slithers, our Burmese pythons. Shiva is here on the right in the cooler, out of their enclosures. I have been a big fan of snakes for as long as I can remember, and the large constrictors like Burmese pythons are no exception. It was also a great experience taking Shiva outside to the Joey yard so she can move around and say hi to the guests. To close out my video, I would like to again thank the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo and all those who stand by them for giving me this amazing opportunity to see the wonders of nature in a different and unique light.